folks, we're back, and we just finished a match between Clark Scovel and William Autry. Now we've got on the left side, we've got Frank Sirico right there in that NGTPA t-shirt, battling it out against James Hoyland. And we got another match getting started right now between Jacob Burwell and number 12. What was your name again? And Rob Iddins. And these guys are both threes, so it is going to be an even race to 3. James Hoyland now 2 games behind Frank Sirico. Frank is playing as a 4, James a 3. James needs to win 3 games to win this match. Frank only needs 2. Nice little overhead shot of the tournament here at the 2013 TAP Nationals. Just wanted to share that with you folks. That was taken by Ian Brock. Rob Iddins in number 12 jersey. Nice stroke on that ball, except Kojak enters the subway.
Thank you very much.
I missed that. Did Frank win that game too? Anyone? Anyone? Chat room? Anyone? Combination Frank going for Skunksville here, 3-0 against James Hoyland. And little Jacob Burwell is nice and straight on the 9-ball. Should be okay. He's calling the pocket. Remember, 9-ball, tap league 9-ball, you have to call the 9-ball. Jacob takes down a game. It's going to be 1-0 against Rob Iddins. And what do we have here? Another early 9-ball for Frank Sirico, who defeats James Hoyland 4 games, 2-0. End of match. I want to welcome people to the audience. I see new members trickling in. I want to let you know, folks, that we are currently covering day 2 of the Tap League National Championships here in Chicago at St. Charles, Illinois, at the Pheasant Run Resort. This is Daniel Busch. You're watching POVPOOL. And I'm very happy to be here representing the Tap League at this year's 2013 Tap National Championships. Tap has a national championships every year ever since, well, they don't really call it an annual event, but every year around this time they usually have a national championships dating back all the way to 2002. And 3, they had their first and second national championships in Las Vegas, followed by a New Orleans appearance in 2004. In 2005 and 6, they were in Louisville, Kentucky. And in 2007, went to Myrtle Beach, Florida. The traveling national championships then went on to South Carolina in 2009 and then ended back in Vegas for 2 more years, 2010 and 11. Traveling national championships went back to South Carolina for 2012, finally ending here to Chicago, St. Charles, Illinois, at the Pheasant Run Hotel Resort. Rob trying to play that 4-ball rail first, comes up short, but he had a good roll, or a sweet roll, as Frank, Combination Frank likes to call it, a sweet roll. No good. Ball in hand for Rob Iddins. Sorry, hold on. I'm just in the way. All right, I hope you guys are enjoying the split screen presentation here. Allows us to cover the action on 2 tables at once without having to switch back and forth. Because really, in this day and age, folks, there's nothing worse in life than having to switch back and forth and back and forth. Jacob getting a good hit at the last second there. And Rob Iddins getting pretty safe there on the, well, I know that Jacob can't make the 4, but he is going to at least get a good hit on the 4. And that wasn't bad, actually. Containing safety. The race between these two players is an even 3-3 race. Both players are a 3. And coming up very shortly is another match on the left-hand table. We're going to get this started right now. All right, guys, we're going to get this match started between Matthew Swanson and Gary Kay. Gary Kay playing as a 7. Matthew Swanson playing as a 5. This is going to go 5-7. And Gary Kay shooting right now. Matthew Swanson broke those balls. And it looks like, well, it did look like, but it looked like Gary was in good shape there, breaking out the 4 and the 5 and the 8, the 5 and the 8 there. But he turns the table back over to Matthew. Who doesn't really have much hard work to do from here. Maybe the hardest shot will be the 6 to the 7. I don't know if he's on the right side of the 4 right now. Maybe he is. Yes, he is. Meanwhile, on this other table, Rob Iddins has a challenge right now. That 9 ball is in a very tough spot. He may actually have to, you know, there is a shot here. It's a cross bank to the back right corner pocket. 1 rail cross bank. But I would not suggest cutting that in the side or into the corner that looks to be available, because there's a scratch both ways. I just get an audio check here. Is the audio okay? Audio. And that was nice. Rob takes it down. He played my shot. Looks like Matthew Swanson is going to take the first game here against Gary Kay. Jacob playing a nice carom billiard to make the 3-ball. He comes up short on the 2. He makes the 1, comes up short on the 2. Rob back to the table. Oh, Rob getting an unlucky flick off of the 4-ball and scratches in the side, or off the 6-ball. Scratches in the side. And Jacob now. Whoa, this is going to be tough. He's got to come all the way up and down table for a shot on the 7. And he doesn't bring it down far enough. So he's going to be playing safety or banking this, maybe. Banks it. Oh, the speed of that shot cut the angle a little. Now pressure's on Gary to play very well in this match because he's playing as a 7. That means he's got to give Matthew a 2-game spot. This will be a 7-5 race, if I'm not mistaken. That's my disclaimer. I always say if I'm not mistaken, usually to indicate that I'm wrong about something. All right, well, looks like Gary's got this 3-ball, but is he going to be able to break out this 4? Not really sure here. Oh, very nice clip. Let's hope he can see enough of the 4 to make it in the side. Looks like he can. But he's, this is a tough shot to the side pocket. These diamond tables are, you know, the pockets are tight. The side pockets are not easy to catch from this angle. You got to hit them perfect. Suspense is killing me. Nice shot. So it looks like also the match on the right-hand side table has ended between Rob and Jacob.
Rob. Are we ready?
Yeah, Rob Iddins defeats Jake Burwell. Jacob 3 games to 1. So we're going to schedule another match on that table shortly. In the meantime, we got Gary K here running out and takes one down. Gets on the board. The score is now 1-1.
In other words, you can't turn on the locator, only one man. Okay, not the mass one. Go out to the locator. Yep, go in the locator. Okay? Just type it the on the locator. But I can't.
All right, we have another match now starting on the right-hand side table. Let's see if my memory serves me correctly here. This would be I believe Mike Quigley versus Jeff Conklin. Hey guys, what are your names again?
I'm Mike Quigley. That's Jeff. I don't know his last name.
Mike Quigley, Jeff Conklin.
Okay.
Good, got it. I was right. Mike Quigley versus Jeff Conklin. Mike Quigley is breaking. And these players are, Mike is a 4, and Jeff is also 4. This will be an even race to 4. You know, nice shot there by Matthew, who is getting ready to take this 9-ball down. Good shot, and that's going to make it 2-1 against Gary K. Pressure's on Gary right now, for he has to win 7 games to Matthew's 5 games. Meanwhile, it looks like Jeff Conklin takes his first game. Drawing first blood, ends up 1-0 against Mike Quigley. And if you're just joining us, guys, this is the TAP National Championships here at Pheasant Run Resort Casino in St. Charles, Illinois. You're watching POVPOOL. Damn glad to be here, folks. My first time in this great state of Illinois. Next year, the 2014 National Championships are going to be held at the Anatole, the Hilton Anatole in Dallas, Texas. So be sure to visit tapleague.com. Find out how you can join the TAP League. There's plenty of time to qualify for next year's TAP National Championships in Dallas. That's going to be a big one, huh? We had about 105 teams show up for the event here in Illinois. Total head count of around 1,600 people, I think. In fact, I'm actually going to ask around over the next afternoon or so to see what our final head count was for this event. But we did have around 105 teams. Well, Matthew looking pretty relaxed right now. This is a tough shot, only because his cue ball could come off the 8. Make this 4 ball tough. The 4 ball goes to the corner pocket, but I'll tell you what, this is no picnic from here. He might even go ahead and he might even elect to try to play a 4-9 combo here. We'll see what he wants to do. No, he looked like he's getting down on it. He's going to back cut this 4 ball. Unfortunately, ends up in the drink. Hey, thank you. And Mike Quigley in the drink as well. As Jeff Conklin comes to the table with ball in hand and an early Christmas present. Looks like Gary Kay took that game down as well. Looks like these games are starting and finishing at the close to the same time. Jeff Conklin 2-0 on Mike Quigley. Gary Kay 2-2 with Matthew Johnson. Very nice 1 ball there by Matthew. He's a little close to his work. Jeff pulls off good break, makes the 1 ball, and he's immediately calling the 2-9 combo. Just to the right side of your screen, you see him getting down on the ball. 2-9. No. And look at this. Look at where this cue ball lands, folks. That's frustrating because Mike would really like to have his chance to make the 2-9, but unfortunately the 7 has hooked his cue ball. Looks like he might be able to see the paint off that 2. But oddly enough, he might be cutting it so thin that he may not contact that 9 the way he needs to make it. Nonetheless, he's brought in his coach. I'm guessing that's Brendan. What'd I miss? What'd I miss? Oh, he didn't hit the 2 ball. Okay. So Jeff Conklin takes ball in hand. Matthew Swanson to the table. Hooked on 3. Matthew, this kid is no 5 Swanson. Pulls down the 3. Sucks in the 4. Swallows the 5. Disintegrates the 6. Demolishes the 7. exterminates the 8. And extinguishes the 9. So, questions in the chat room about our mini tournament yesterday. We bought into a mini tournament, but they were so overwhelmed with people buying into the tournament that they actually never ended up calling our match. So we had at first, you know, we wanted to find out when the heck we were gonna start, and we didn't really get an answer. And then finally, I just went up and I said, hey, you know what? I got to work at 8 in the morning. Can we just get out of the tournament and have our money, get our money back? And they said, well, no, we're going to start you soon. And so I relented. And we waited a little longer. Please, no applause, no applause. Anyway, we waited a little longer, and we still didn't get called. So finally, I just I said, you know what, this is way past my bedtime. So we need our money back. And they were actually kind of like giving us a hard time about it. Finally, Ian Brock walked up and said, yo, man, give us our money back. And Ian took care of it. Ian happens to be about 280 pounds, 6'3". So if I learned that if you ever have a problem with anything, you want your money back for something, always send the 6'3" guy that's 280, 300 pounds to handle the business, and it should get taken care of right quick. Anyway, also asking that I should be an active tap player to get into the minis. Well, in a way, yeah, you're right. But I specifically asked to get put in as a 7. And, you know, I'm streaming this event for 5 days, so they kind of let me in as an honorary player. And I did say that I'm happy to play as a 7. So there. Turned out that about 7 or 8 people wanted to drop out too, because it was just so late. So anyway, next year I'm sure I'll get my chance. Who knows? I might get my chance this weekend sometime to play a mini. And Mr. Conklin trying to play that 5-9 combo mania. Exfoliates the 4. Annihilates the 5. Oh, Mr. Quigley misses that 5 ball. Decapitates the 7. Crushes the 8.
Doing some work? Videos? Okay.
And humiliates the 9. So there we go. Score is now Gary K, 2 games. Two-stroking Matthew, I am not a 5. Swanson, 3 games. Oh, wait a minute, 4 games? 4 games.
Hey, Mike. 3-0.
Oh, the score? Oh, the score. That was
4-1.
Jeff Conklin defeats Mike Quigley 4 games to 1. Gary K is in a lot of trouble. And that's not going to... What happened there? What did I miss? Scratch? Gary scratched?
Jake.
This isn't a lot. Then now he really is in a lot of trouble. Next up on the right-hand side, we are still covering a match in progress between the Bohica South 9 team representing Texas. We're about to get a match with Jake Burwell versus one of the players from the Balls Deep Washington team. Let's find out which one it is. Jake Burwell, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Who's your opponent, Jake?
I don't know. What's his name?
Brendan Iddins. All right. Brendan Iddins versus Jake Burwell. Coming right now on the next table over. Jake plays as a 4, and Brendan plays as a 5. It'll be a 5-4 race. Brendan breaking now. Gary, what's the score?
He's got me,
It's 5-3, 5-2? 4-3, okay. That's right. Score now. 4 games to 3, Gary K. breaking right now and down 1 game against Matthew Swanson. Matthew goes to 5. Gary goes to 7. Brendan Iddins and Jake Burwell. Brendan breaking now. 0-0 is that score. And here comes Matthew. Two-stroke and pool prodigy from Iowa. Matthew goes jumpy pants. Gives up ball in hand. Gary K now with a grand opportunity to close the gap on his deficit against Matthew. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary K ties it up 4-4. Speaking of ladies, how many ladies are actually in the audience today? Is there anybody out there? Is this a male-dominated sport? Or are there actual females in the audience? POVPOOL wants to know. I'm single and ready to mingle. That's right, we got Anya in the audience. Yes, Matt is on the hill. Gary shooting pool as if to be in a trance-like state. as if possessed by the devil himself. Uh-oh. Trouble. Boy, that's gonna hurt. That is going to hurt. He was working so hard to get through that rack. Could this be the only saving grace right now? That Matthew is an inch off the rail? Tough position. Left himself a spot shot.
What's the score?
1-0.
All right. Congratulations. Wow. Big break. And the cue ball catches air. Lands in the side pocket. Gary Kay gets a reprieve. But what kind of a reprieve is this? I mean, he's left with he's basically got to just bank this. This is do or die. Well, this looks to be the end. Matthew Swanson taking his time on this shot. He pulls it down and he defeats Gary Kay 5-4. And now that I think of it, didn't I see Matthew's picture on the back of Billiards Digest magazine? I'm just kidding. Okay, we're going to get it started with another match right after this. Well, you know, very shortly. Congratulations to Matthew Swanson. POV Pool does have a website. You can check out POVPOOL.com for the latest news and updates from POV Pool regarding any live streaming events, news, updates, industry stories, and anything else that might be happening in the pool world that I know of. Please check out POVPOOL.com. Also, POV Pool has a Facebook group. Be sure to check out POV Pool's Facebook group. And if you would like to follow live streams as they happen and as they unfold in the life of POV Pool, please join the POV Pool Facebook group and receive real-time updates and news as to what is happening, where I will be, and some of the live streams and new videos that are created by POV Pool. And regarding the Tap League, is always taking on new members in all parts of the country and in parts of Canada. Please be sure to go to the tapleague.com so you can find out how to become part of the Tap League and participate in any of the many tournaments that they have annually all over the country. Be sure to visit tapleague.com. I want to thank Kelly Nace, the events director for the Tap League, and her husband Rich Nace. Also want to thank Lloyd Shunter, president of the Tap League, for allowing me to take the opportunity to come out here and meet with him and work with the Tap League. Also want to thank the many people behind the scenes that have helped POVPOOL over the years. I want to thank AZ Billiards for their support of POVPOOL and allowing AZ Billiards POVPOOL to utilize the AZ Billiards forums. And also Inside Pool Magazine, Professor Q-Ball, Paul Frankel, Don Acolo, and the On the Break News, Allison Fisher, Jerry Tarantula, and the NYC Grind crew. Also want to thank the live stream news group, Corner Market Bob, Upstate Al Leon, Steve Kurtz, Heather Kurtz. I want to thank some of the many loyal moderators who have worked with POVPOOL over the years. Spanky, Too Slow For Me, Snooka, DOPC, Sharkin, Bob, CMBWSU, Steve Kurtz, Upstate Al. Did I say Sharkin? I think I did. Don Espinoza, and many others. Together, we all make this sport the beautiful game that it is today. We all contribute in our own way into making this, bringing this sport, this game, sport, whatever you want to call it, to a more likable and hungry audience. So thank you very much for watching POVPOOL and hanging out with us today. Whee! All of this being said, I would like to let you guys know that this match now is taking place between between Kelly Coyle and Tony Margeris of the Misfits. got action. Kelly Coyle, actually, I was watching her shoot earlier yesterday. She shoots well. She's got a good stroke. She got no fear. Suddenly, it got cold in here. I really need a, I need a way to, I need to figure out a way to lie down and do this. I'm not saying I'm bored, I'm just exhausted. Might be nice to have a nice little snuggly blanket and watch pool. I know, I thought about, I actually do have a Snuggie. I won a Snuggie in a raffle. It's a Dodgers Snuggie. I think I threw it away, I don't know. AB5FD, Angler 611, Anya 758, Arundel Bird X Wire 33, Brian Smith 6, CD1 1975, Don 65, Ed Beers, Homeworks, Jim Fort Collins, Jim Gong 75, John Slingblade, Mickey Vegas, Monk the Assassin, Muskie Redneck, Old Player, P Fox 65, Preston H51, Prophet LTD, Scott DeNike, Skip 56, Tap Pool, Tom Vandalay, Vegas Billiards. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the audience. Burwell pulls the 9 down. And if I'm not mistaken, it's tied up at 2-2. Maybe it's 3-2. I'm not sure. I may be mistaken. Nine ball. Nine ball on the break. 3-2. Jake Burwell against Brendan Iddins. I don't think that's the score on the nice bank shot on the 3 there. See what Mr. Burwell's break is like now. Made the 9 just now. Let's see how he does this time. Oh, where's the 9 going? Damn it. And here comes Kelly. Tough shot on this 4. Jacked up a little bit over the 9 ball. Point and shoot. Left Tony Majerus open. Shooting with the blue glove. Misses, but I think, oh no, sorry. I was looking at the other table. Jake Burwell missed. Yeah, buddy. Nice kick. Unfortunately, you know what? This is tough. This is a tough shot. 5 ball is not exactly frozen, so this makes that shot harder. Kelly is going to have to take her time on this. Then again, who am I? I'm just a lowly commentator. What do I know? Jake now with a chance to close this game out. Nice shot on that 4-ball. With authority. And I can almost guarantee he's going to be calling the 9-ball right now. After this 6. He has become a confident man. A 9-ball break will do that to you sometimes. Oh, that 9-ball just hung and then dropped. And that'll do it, folks. Game and set. Jake Burwell. Kelly just played a good shot, too. Nice shot, Kelly. Nice shot. She says thank you. She's so cute. All right, settle down, everyone. Jake Burwell defeats Mr. Iddins, Brendan Iddins, 4-2. What a whopping comeback by Jake Burwell. Soon to have another match on that table. We will continue with our Kelly Coyle match. Kelly, what's the score? Kelly is ahead of Mr. Majerus, 3-0. And Kelly apologizes because she did not mean to make that 1-ball. She's now left with a very thin cut shot on the 2, or if she chose to, she could call a crazy shot with a capital K. No, she's not going to. Okay, I was going to say maybe ride the 9, you know, why not? But Kelly decides to go for strategy instead. Tony leaves the 2-ball at the side rail. Difficult position here for Kelly, who's just going to play another safety. And we have a safety battle. Tony plays a jump, but I don't think he made contact with that 2. Tony now with a chance to turn this into a match going his way. It's 3-0 right now. And we have a lag happening right now between Matt Consolver of the Bohica, South Texas team. And I don't know who the, hey Matt, who are you playing? Dan Reed. Matt Consolver and Dan Reed.